I'm just going to make these videos on the fly. So, shaky hand camera. Humility, humility is not passivity. And passivity is not humility. Let's talk about this because I'm all fired up because I'm annoyed, thoroughly annoyed. So there's a bunch of guys out there, some of them that I know very well, and they have this insane mindset with their families and their wives that they are being humble and godlike by being passive in their marriage. You guys can examine yourselves and see where you are passive in your marriage, and you could do that mental exercise. Um, Wherever your wife is berating you and taking control of things, like just examine all those things. Where is she, if she's berating you or if she's running the show with a bunch of things that she shouldn't be running the show with, that's exactly where you're passive. That's exactly where you need to start to lead. And there's this misconception that is it's mind-boggling to me, and I can't. It's embarrassing for me to know guys that are acquaintances of mine that are going through this, and I know too many. I know too many, and those are the guys that like I can't trust, and that I can't get advice from. Those are guys that like if we had a serious conversation, they're just if I had to talk to them about their effeminacy is what it is. If I had to talk to them about their effeminacy, they'll even be humble and they won't even say anything. They'll just shake their head. Um, and that their wives steamroll them and their wives run the show in the house, which makes the wives miserable and it makes the husband miserable and it makes the entire family miserable. Like the kids suffer, everyone suffers. Everyone. Your passivity is not humble. It is not building your virtue. You are stealing from your family. You are stealing from your wife. You are stealing from your role as a patriarch. So, first things first, practical advice. Examine all those things your wife is leading in that she shouldn't be leading in. Every single one. Don't talk to her about it. Don't be like little like you guys aren't best friends, all right? You're patriarch, she's wife. Like that's how it works. Like there's if you're like, this is my partner. What are you, a banker? What are you like in business with her? Like it's not your partner. That's your wife. And in the same regards, like that's your husband, wives, if you're watching this. Like have you guys need to have respect. Like none of this like mutual submission nonsense, like all that stuff. Like dudes, if you guys are passive and you guys are saying that's humility within your marriage and your wife steamrolling you into all these things, you're slowly destroying your marriage. And you're making a poor example for your kids. And you're ruining their chances at a good marriage. And you're dishonoring God because you're dishonoring your role as husband, as provider, as protector, as patriarch of what God has given you. And on top of that, you passive guys, God is going to ask for an account. He's going to say, what have you done? And he's going to say, because of your fake humility, because that's what it is, and your passivity, you have led all these souls astray. I've given you this wife, I've given you these children, you led them all astray. So I want you guys to examine where you're at, examine all those things, and start taking a deep dive into true masculine patriarchy. You can watch my channel. I'll start giving like tips on like leading and what I do in my marriage. And you can't be scared of this stuff, guys. The other thing that frustrates me to no end is I was probably the weakest among all of you. Like mentally, physically, like everything. Like I'm still like the weakest. Like I kick my own ass into motivation to get going and all this nonsense and discipline and order and obedience like every single day. Like I don't stop. So if I can do it, like the most wretched among everyone, then you guys could definitely do it. So that's it. Like, share, subscribe, out.